Hi, my name is Shannon Presti. I'm the Director of Team Leadership for the YMCA of Greater Oklahoma City, and today I'm going to share with you the session information for learning styles. Learning styles sounds kind of boring and something that students are not going to probably jump out of their chair to learn about. So we've created an engaging way for them to learn and to talk to you about their learning styles and how it can affect their present high school experience as well as their college experience and beyond. So just like normal, we'll enter the classroom. The lead mentor will kind of explain the day, which will be getting in your small groups, taking a learning styles questionnaire, learning about the different types of learning styles, and also how it will impact their future. And then if you are lunch school, you'll have lunch. If you're not, then you'll just leave the school. So we'll get into our small groups, and you will have the students fill out a questionnaire. So we try not to do too many questionnaires because it seems a little bit more like schoolwork, and we don't want to have them feel like they're bored. But this is a really quick questionnaire. You can either do it as a group or you can have them do it silently. So you'll probably know your students a little bit more since you met with them previously, and you'll know if you have any students that might struggle a little bit with reading, or if group dynamics wise it's better to do it together. So if you're going to do it together, you might read the first question, which is, when you study for a test, would you rather A, read your notes silently and look at diagrams, B, have someone ask you questions and repeat the facts to yourself, or C, write things on index cards and make models and diagrams? So the students will go through and they'll choose A, B, or C. After they're done, at the end, they'll go through and add up all of their A's, all of their B's, and all of their C's. Based on the numbers that or the letters that they have, it will tell them what kind of learner they are. So if you're mostly A's, you are a visual learner, you learn by seeing. If you are mostly B's, you're an auditory learner, which means you learn by hearing and talking. And if you are mostly C's, you're a kinesthetic learner, which means you learn by doing. So once they take the questionnaire, you'll want to move into a discussion to talk about the three styles. So I want everybody to take the quiz prior to coming to the session so that you know what kind of learner you are. So I know it will shock nobody to know that I am an auditory learner because I love to talk and I love to talk things out. So when I share about my learning style with the students, I talk about my college experience. So I explain to them that I am very much so an auditory learner. So for me, it was really important that I attended every lecture and every class because I was able to learn from the professor by hearing them. If I missed any classes at all, I really struggled. Whereas my roommate, who had very similar classes to me, she could miss all of the classes, read the book, and still get a better grade than me. So talking about that can open up a conversation with the students about, wait a minute, you had an option to go to class? How come your roommate didn't go to class? And so talking about how college is different than high school, how you have options, how some classes I had 1,000 people in my class, some classes I had 12 people. Those classes took roll, the other ones didn't. So it can kind of open up a lot of different conversations. Let the conversation go where it goes. You don't have to worry about completing anything specific. This is a way to kind of get the kids talking about learning styles. The other thing is that you want to help them understand that figuring out their learning style is important because maybe they're in a class where their teacher teaches in a way that is difficult for them to learn because of their learning style. So empowering them with the knowledge of learning styles can help them either talk to their teacher or maybe just make some modifications on their own, and also helping them understand that not everybody learns the same. So when they're in group projects and working in small groups, that it might be important for them to modify how they're working in a group based on how somebody works or learns best. So that's basically it for learning styles. It's a really simple session. It could be really boring if we don't engage it the right way, so make sure that you know your learning style, you bring enough examples of your college experience, maybe how your learning style affects your current job, and think about the ways that learning styles impact them in their high school days. After that, you will just kind of do a recap of today, and you will kind of bring up some points that some of the students brought about, If you are a lunch school, you'll serve lunch. If you're not, you can exit the school.